Good morning, garden friends. It's Christy with greenlivingoffgrid.com, and today I've harvested a kind of a medium to large size zucchini, and I'm going to show you how to make zucchini spaghetti boats with a zucchini, with a jar. Actually, we're going to use a half a jar of spaghetti sauce and a few seasoning, and I also like to add ground beef. But that's totally optional. If you want to make this completely vegetarian, whatever, vegan, you don't have to add the meat part. But check it out. I'm going to show you my recipe for one of our family favorites. Spaghetti boats with zucchinis, taking the place of pasta. A healthy meal. Check it out.
Well, here I have my zucchini from the garden, and I'm going to make zucchini spaghetti boats out of the zucchini. First thing we're going to do is we'll wash the zucchini, and then we'll spray it down. A little 9x13 glass base, and that will help keep it from sticking. Don't have to do a lot, but I do a little bit of olive oil in that. And then we're going to cut this zucchini down lengthwise. We'll cut it down and we'll cut off the ends here. And that's going to slice it so that it creates kind of like a little boat that we're going to cook up and put into this little pan here. And then add our spaghetti sauce we have over here. I'm cooking that on the stove right now. And we'll get the zucchini cooking very soon. I'm going to slice this thing down. See, it's in half now. This will make a pretty nice little boat. It'll lay flat once I get it cooked. But you'll notice, because this zucchini is a little bit big, I'm going to need to cut out a little bit of this, the inside here, because some of this stuff has some seeds a little bit large. So just lightly scoop it like this. Kind of take out the larger seeds. Put that in the compost bucket. And I'm going to cook the rest of this. You can see the pulp is pretty thick on this one, so that's going to make a really nice batter. Now we get to find a big stock pot to cook this up in. Alright, I have my stock pot here, and as you can see, the zucchini is a bit too long to fit in this without cutting it. So we'll cut these zucchinis in half and we'll cook it just like that, because it's still gonna, you can still lay them next to each other once they're done cooking to make the zucchini boats, so that way it fits really nicely in the pot. You want to add enough water so that you can submerge them and boil them properly. Alright, I've been boiling the zucchini for a good half hour, 40 minutes. I had it on low boil, so it took a while for the water to get warmed up. So probably the boiling part was only about 20 to 30 minutes or so once the water got up to temp, but plan about 40-45 minutes if you're doing a big pot like this. But as you can see, I'm sticking my fork in and it's definitely soft. I don't see any hard ones at all. Alright, so we are ready to take these out. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to scoop this inner side of the zucchini out. Not all the way. You want to leave a little bit of a layer, which is going to provide the support for the edges of your zucchini skin. That's going to basically make up your boat edges. And just put the inner batter into a bowl where we're going to mix up some ingredients. Well, here you can see I've layered all the zucchinis along the edge of the dish, and I have the batter scooped out. Now there's a little bit of water in here. You can see it's kind of, they were a little bit drippy when I did it, so I'm going to pour some of that water out so we don't have it too soupy. Alright, now I got most of the soupy water out. There's a little bit in there, but that's not not a problem. You just don't want it as soupy as it was. Now, we're going to add an egg. All right. Next, we're going to add a tablespoon of parsley. This tablespoon. Teaspoon of oregano. And then you want a half a teaspoon of basil. So it looks like that. And last but not least, you want to add the salt. We'll do a teaspoon of salt. Next, we're going to mix this up and kind of mix that egg in here with the batter. And once we get this mixed in real good, we're going to add a slice or two of bread to help thicken it. Good ways to use up heels, just to break it up. You can cut it up, whatever you want to do. This is just going to help thicken the batter. Now we're ready to add in the tomato sauce, which I had also cooked up some ground beef and added to it earlier, as well as some onion and a clove of garlic. So that's already in the tomato sauce, so I don't need to add that now. This I already had heated through and cooked up with the ground beef. So now we're just going to add that batter to this tomato sauce that I've done. I'll mix this all in. And then once I get this all mixed, we're going to put this back into the zucchini boats and we're going to bake it in the oven for 350 degrees. So while I'm mixing all this, I have the oven heating to 350. So once you're finished layering all of the tomato zucchini mixture back into the zucchini boats, we're going to cover this with some Parmesan cheese and stick it in the oven at 350 degrees. Alright. Well, here's our healthy zucchini spaghetti boat casserole, cooked at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. Just came out of the oven. And boy, does it look good. Thanks for watching. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And check us out at greenlivingoffgrid.com.